Top 10 time again. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Keith.
And I'm John.
Yeah.
But we're just going to go first names, are we?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Without further ado though.
We're getting to know them now.
Well, and today's top 10 is for top 10 DC comic villains.
That's
Or
irrelevant. Would that be Detective Comic?
Detective Comics. Or DCTU. See, this is where I get really confused.
DC Villains!
DC Villains! Yay!
Coming at number 10, Ra's or Ra's al Ghul.
Is it Raz or is it Raish?
Well, you know, the person who invented it, like she pronounced it like Ra's. Said the proper spelling was Ra's. But
Raz.
I think Raz sounds better.
I like Raz.
Ra's al Ghul. So he was the demon head, the leader of the League of Assassins. You know, so
He's pretty badass.
he's also the grandfather of Batman's son, Damien.
Okay. And the father of...
He was the current Robin. And the father of Talia al Ghul, the mother of the current Robin, Damien. He's a pretty big bad, like, he thinks he's doing everything for a good reason, you know. But then again, you know, a villain is just a villain by perspective alone, aren't they, generally?
They are indeed.
But he's pretty badass, played by Liam Neeson, so Ra's al Ghul had a particular set of skills in Batman Begins. And, you know, he was pretty good.
I like the version of him in the Arrow.
Yeah, that was cool as well.
Yeah.
He's Australian now.
He's Australian now.
He's like every villain in Arrow. Okay,
Yeah.
so speaking of Australian villains in Arrow, well, he's a Kiwi actually, so let's get that right. It's Deathstroke!
Deathstroke!
Slade Wilson. The guy with one eye and the mask's so cool. So
He does have the coolest outfit.
He does like swords.
He does.
He's kind of like the gruff, angrier DC answer to Deadpool, isn't he?
He is indeed. Yeah, actually, I'd agree with that.
He started off life as Deathstroke the Terminator. After his, he's like trying to find a better life for his son. His wife's dead. You know, he's pretty pissed off. He's very, very powerful though.
Not to be
hand
confused
combat
with-
wise, like he can give Batman a run for his money, more than a run for his money.
He gives Batman a run for his money quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So I've read.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Right, number 8.
Number 8!
Harley Quinn. Harleen Quinzel. Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Now,
Harley Quinn.
not the most vicious
Harley Quinn.
all the time, not the most vicious of villains, but certainly one of the most popular. Originally came in the like 90s animated Batman series, Batman the Animated Series.
Yep. And she has a distinctive voice as well.
Yeah, she first appeared there and then later became a staple in comics and is currently one of the most popular characters in comic books today.
I didn't know that as a statement.
Well done her.
Yes, well done. Moving on.
Moving on.
Number 7!
Sinestro.
I know nothing about Sinestro.
Right, Sinestro was kind of,
Educate.
he's part of the, he used to be part of the Green Lantern Corps, and not believing the power of will is good enough to take down all the villains out there. Again, somebody else thinking of doing something for the right reason. He uses the power of fear, which is yellow, and gets a whole new suit which matches his pink face much nicer than the green one did. I think he was just trying to go for like some sort of fashion accessory. Uses the power of fear to take on like Hal Jordan and the other Green Lantern Corps' power of will. Him believing that the power of fear is more powerful than the power of will.
Did Mark Strong play him in a really bad movie?
Yes.
Well, now I know who he is.
That's the one. Big red face.
Moving on.
Edward Nygma, the Riddler.
The Riddler.
The Riddler.
The Riddler.
Coming in at number 6.
Number 6 on our chart.
Yeah. So again, this guy's like, he's just 100% egomaniac. Probably more so than anybody else on this list. He just wants to prove time and time again that he's smarter than everybody else. Smarter than all the Gotham PDs, smarter than Batman, especially smarter than Batman. He wants to be considered smarter than the world's greatest detective. I mean, this is the guy that if he was in a burning building, he would ring up Batman for help. He'd be like, Batman, help me. And then Batman would go, okay, where are you? And he'd say, like, well, my first is in, like, 3, but not in jelly. You know, so Batman would get there and he'd die. You could just tell him. He would have to try and beat him.
He would rather
in his
die.
own life. Absolutely.
There we go. Alright.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Darkseid.
Which I thought for years was Darkseid.
Oh yeah, people pronounce it both ways, but I think it's supposed to be Darkseid. And I think the only reason they changed the spelling was for a copyright reason. I'm pretty sure.
I stand corrected.
He's the Master of Apocalypse, not to be confused again with the Marvel Apocalypse. This is the Mechanical Apocalypse, spelt differently with a K and an I and an S, as opposed to a Y and an S, and an E and a C.
But he looks like him.
But yeah, he's from the planet there, and basically he's just a big bad that likes to beat the shit out of like Superman if you get the chance, or even better still, he likes to watch other people beat the shit out of Superman in like kind of
that's kind of twisted.
Like gauntlet type gladiatorial like tournaments and stuff. He's pretty big bad.
Yeah, it sounds like he needs professional help. Number 4!
General Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
Neil. So maybe this is his name, Neil Zod.
Neil Zod.
I just don't remember it's Neil before Zod. General Neil Zod. Yeah, so unless you live under a rock, you know that General Zod got his neck broken by Superman. So yeah, he's the general from the planet Krypton. He used to be quite a good guy, but then like again, power went to his head. Thought he could do a better job than all the politicians, which is understandable. And then later on, gets put into the Phantom Zone, escapes from the Phantom Zone, gets himself a lesbian and a giant, and then they go on a riot.
Lesbian and a giant. Played so well by Terence Stamp. Well done, sir.
He played a lesbian and a giant.
No, just General
Okay.
Zod.
Yeah, very very good job.
I remember a funny
When the
episode
rampage on Earth.
of us being in the cinema once. But anyway, moving on from that.
Okay, so number 3.
Number 3!
This one's going to be a little bit controversial. A lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but I think it's Reverse Flash.
You think it's Reverse Flash? I'm going to agree because of obviously what I've seen and learned of the Flash recently through the TV show.
Yeah, but if you go back to the comic book series, Flashpoint is one of the
Paradox.
most... No, Flashpoint Paradox is kind of what they call the like cartoon version of it. But Flashpoint, as the comic book is done, is one of the most important stories in all of DC history. And it's kind of spawned off by Eobard Thawne himself. And all of time gets changed to the point that the New 52 began because of all the damage that the Flash tried to repair from the Flashpoint. And he managed to get everything kind of back to normal, but not quite, which meant they could restart the entire DC universe, and none of that would have happened without Eobard Thawne. So, pretty big bad. He managed to screw up the entire universe
Of the
through
last
manipulation.
however many years.
And
That's
that,
impressive.
again, he wears yellow and runs really, really fast. So, he's the reverse of the Flash.
Exactly that. Number 2!
Lex Luthor.
Ooh, one of my favourites.
Now, whatever like form Lex Luthor's taken, is he president of the United States of America? Is he just like a really big criminal? Is he?
He's a
Bald?
cunning.
Does he have hair? Did he used to run Facebook? He's an evil dude.
He's a cunning,
But
evil
again,
genius.
We're talking about a guy who really does believe he's doing the right thing.
In his heart.
His
heart
perspective
and
alone,
mind.
he believes that Superman is the biggest threat to the world, and potentially he's proven to be right in the Injustice storylines. Superman lost his mind, fucked him out. Lex Luthor becomes one of the big goods. But he is pretty evil. He's done some evil stuff over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. In various movies, obviously, again, I come from a movie.
And with his
TV show
seemingly
perspective,
never-ending
but yeah.
supply of kryptonite, he's able to stand up to
Yeah, that planet that was lost and,
he's
and
got
destroyed.
So much. I don't know where he's getting it from.
He seems to always find some.
Amazon, maybe? You can get most stuff on Amazon or eBay. Get your kryptonite.
Amazon drone, deliver a kryptonite. Yeah, it's just endless that stuff. Number 1!
Finally, this is probably obvious to anyone who's ever read a comic book. The greatest villain of all time.
The Joker.
The Joker. And I say that meaning all comics, all universes. The Joker, to me, is the greatest villain of all time. And I think it's interesting that the top 2 don't have any superpowers.
That's right, they don't. Apart from they're a little bit crazy. One crazy.
Joker's more than a little bit crazy. He hasn't got one screw fully tightened.
But that's his magic, and I think that's his allure.
He is a sandwich, a basket, some pudding, some drink, a blanket, and a field short of a picnic.
Agreed. He's done some pretty twisted things over the years in the DC history.
He exists to literally play with Batman. He doesn't necessarily want to kill Batman.
Like a cat with a mouse.
He just wants to torture him and sort of then bring him back and then fight him some more and just ruin his life in general. Why? Because he feels like it. Because Batman's the only person worth playing with in his universe. Nobody else touches him.
To the point where he'll go out of his way to stop other people from killing Batman.
He doesn't have a motive. And at the end of the day, there's nothing scarier than a psychopath without a motive. Just wants to kill.
There you go. Do you agree? Do you agree? Do I agree? I agree. But do you agree with our top 10? You can like, comment, subscribe below.
If you don't agree, you can like, comment and subscribe below.
Or you could just send us some feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.